Hello, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is Monday. I'm finally kicking a weekly vlog off on a Monday. Here's to hoping I can keep it together this week and actually vlog like every day throughout this week maybe, and actually have it be a weekly vlog. Obviously, if you watched last week's vlog, it ended up being a day in the life because we had just a lot of stuff going on in our family last week. And so I needed a couple days, which also has domino affected into this week. It didn't help that we were out of town over the weekend. Well, we celebrated Halloween Friday night, which was so fun. Lila loved trick-or-treating. It was super, super fun. And then we left immediately Saturday morning to go to a wedding. My husband's cousin was getting married in Delaware. We actually flew into Philly and then drove to Delaware. And then we got home like yesterday afternoon and then just spent the evening with our daughter, who we missed so much, for 2 days. But it was like, it just felt like a lot. It was kind of a whirlwind. And then we after we put her to bed last night, we looked around and like there's still so many Halloween decorations. I mean, you can see Halloween decorations behind me. And like in an ideal world, I would have taken them down over the weekend. That would have been ideal, but it didn't happen because we weren't here. So my goal this week from a decoration standpoint is to do a little bit at a time and to get it down a little bit at a time as we go throughout the week. And hopefully by the end of the week, we actually don't have any plans this weekend. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so nice. And then hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have them all down. But I'm staring at this big giant stack of packages that I thought I would quickly open with you. I'm taking a break from work. Between all the things we had going on last week and then being gone, I'm feeling a little behind on work today, but I need a break. So let's see what we've got here. 2 of these things I definitely mentioned ordering last week. Yeah. So this is the changing pad that I talked about, that now I feel like I need a diaper changing station on this floor. Up until now, we had diaper stuff in the basement level and we had diaper stuff in Lila's room on the second floor. And I was like, if someone needs to change their diaper, myself included, like I can go up or down 1 flight of stairs. Now that I'm 23 weeks pregnant, going up or down 1 flight of stairs, especially if my toddler wants me to carry her up or down, not that she can't walk up or down stairs, she absolutely can, but she sometimes likes to be carried up or down the stairs. And so anyway, I was like, we need diaper changing stuff on this level. So I ordered, interesting. These are kind of like, it's not what I would think of when I think of an actual, like I have a changing pad for Lila that like was actually gifted to us, and it folds up really nicely and I like it for travel. And so I actually really like these though. It's like super nice. It feels, it's like a faux leather, but then it's like soft on this side, but definitely would be easy to clean if something were to happen. And so I got a 2-pack, and my thought was I would put one on this level. In the basement, we have the one, there is like a thing. So if you wanted to roll it up, it's probably easy to like roll it up somehow. And then of course my camera died. So hello, I'm back. I feel like that clip was a little bit all over the place. All that to say, the upstairs in Lila's room, there's obviously like a changing table that's in her room. And then in the basement, we have a different changing pad that has like Velcro so that it folds up really nicely. That I'm going to transition to the travel changing pad and put it with the travel stuff. And then I got a 2-pack of these. I'm going to have one up here on this level and one down in the basement. So I got like a blue color, not because we're having a boy, but because it like goes with our stuff. So it's like a tan color. The coloring in this on this new camera is not fantastic, y'all, but this is like a true like cream. And then this is like a slate blue, and they feel really nice. And they're, you know what? I actually think this is bigger. It's huge. Look at this. Whoa. It's bigger than the other one that we have, which is good because Lila's only getting bigger. Why does it sound like someone's at the door? I think it's just windy. Okay. Anyway, happy with this purchase. That was a good purchase. And the other one is the hat and glove set for Lila. Now, I looked at a lot of these on Amazon, and I read a bunch of reviews, and I was trying to not spend $1 zillion because I just feel like with little kids, things get messed up, like ruined so quickly. And it's like on some level, it's like, well, I want to buy something nice that's going to last. And then it's like, but there's difference between like me, an adult, buying something nice that's going to last, and then like my toddler, being a toddler, and like something gets messed up, and I just don't want it to be something I, spent a lot of money on. So I looked at a bunch of reviews. My other priorities were that I wanted it to be gloves, not mittens. Now, if it's obviously it's like super cold out, I understand mittens are, if you don't know what I'm talking about, mittens are ones like this and gloves are like this. Mittens are warmer. But if it's that cold out, we're not going outside. Or we're not spending that much time outside. I just can't fathom my 2-year-old being okay not being able to use all her fingers. You know what I mean? I can see her keeping gloves on. This is really difficult to open, you guys. I can see her keeping gloves on a lot more easily than mittens. So this is just the weirdest package to open. So anyway, I looked at a lot of things and I ended up getting this set that also comes with like a neck warmer. I don't anticipate using that because I just can't fathom her keeping that on. I also wanted, this was not like a deal breaker, but if I could find it, I really wanted it to have 2 little puffs. I just think it's so cute when they have 2 little puffs. Okay, I got it in like a neutral color because she's got different colored jackets. Like I was tempted to get the pink, but she's got different colored jackets. So I just wanted the neutral to be able to match. It's super cute, and I think this would fit her. It actually has a good amount of stretch. It feels pretty high quality. It actually looks like, no. Maybe. It actually looks like these might snap off if you wanted them to, which I'm not really sure why you would do that, but I don't know. It's really cute. Okay, and then these are the gloves that it came with. Perfect, just what I wanted. And then again, it came with this. I understand why this exists, right? To go around her neck. I don't see my toddler keeping this wrapped around her neck. Like I can see her not enjoying that. Oh my God, I could almost wear this as like a headband. Or I could almost wear it as a neck thing. Keep my neck warm. Even though I think the sizing was for a 1 to 3-year-old. But yeah, this could almost fit my neck. Anyway, super happy with that purchase. So highly recommend. They had other colors. Obviously, I went neutral. You get whatever color your heart desires. I may end up buying a second set. I can't, like with her, I don't, daycare hasn't like asked for hats and gloves and stuff yet. And I don't know if it's something that I will like leave a set there or because sometimes the weather shifts in the middle of the day and like when I drop her off in, if they go outside, I swear it keeps sounding like someone's walking up to the door, but I think it's just the wind. Or it's Charlie. Hi. So I may buy a second set if I decide I want to leave a set at daycare. Okay, the last thing is this ginormous box. Now, I'm going to open it with you, but I don't actually get to play with any of this stuff until I like organize my current stuff that I have. But this is my December daily products for the new year. They got here a little later. Typically they come in October, but they were having, I guess this technically arrived on Halloween, so it did get here in October. They were having some shipping delays, some issues with all the different supply chain, all the tariffs and all the things that are just like causing lots of issues. So no big deal. I wasn't going to start using these anyway. I know originally they had planned to do their prep day this past like Sunday, like yesterday. And I did sign up for the prep day because for $5 it's a really good deal. But I had no intention of joining yesterday. We were traveling home. But, okay. So I got this album, which is the 6x8. I got the red one. I have no idea what I'm about to show you, what is sold out and what is still available. But this is what I got. I picked up some more. Oh no, these are the page protectors that come with the album. Usually they come in. I thought I got more page protectors, but maybe not. I got the white sticker numbers, so it's like a page of each one. Like these are all the ones, and there's all the twos, whatever, in white. And then I got these like page add-in things. These always sell out super, super fast. I definitely still have some of these from last year, but again, they sell out really fast, so I wanted to make sure to grab those. I did get the advent calendar. I watched the sneak peek video. I don't remember everything that was in there, but the way that I'm going to do this is, and I don't know how this idea came to me, but I'm really excited. It's going to be a reward for finishing 2024. So for each day of 2024 that I finish, I get to open that advent calendar, right? So I don't know what day I got to. I haven't opened any of that stuff yet, but I'm going to like, so if I've gotten through 7 days, let's say, I'll go ahead and open 1 through 7. And then when I finish day 8, I get to open 8, and so on and so forth. Then all of this will be open to use before I even start 2025. Because sometimes, like I remember from the sneak peek, there's something in there that says 2025, but it wasn't on day 1. And so I'm like, what if I wanted to use that on a, you know what I mean? So I like this idea of being able to like open it as a reward for finishing 24, but then I get to use it in my 2025 album. And then I just got the main kit. It's a really good deal. I just feel like it was the best bang for its buck. This comes in like a really big box this year. Really, it's the same box. The box is the same design as the album that I chose. I'm not going to show you like literally everything, every piece that's in here, but let me try to get this open. And again, it's very similar. I think I did this exact same thing last year. Is I haven't finished 24. So my goal is I'd like to finish it in November. I think I did that last year, but we were also home for Thanksgiving. That's not the case this year. Not only are we traveling for Thanksgiving, but we're leaving even earlier to go visit Sam's family first. I think I talked about that in last week's vlog. So we, I don't know if I'm going to finish 2024 before we leave. That I'd like to, but we'll see. I'm not going to use any of this in 2024. Like I want fresh stuff for 2025. So the order of operations here, there's some washi tape, there's little numbers, all kinds of fun stuff. Obviously, if you're interested, Allie Edwards has videos flipping through all of this. And again, I don't know what's available and what's sold out, but nice giant box. So the order of operations is to organize my current supplies, finish 2024, open the advent calendar as I go, organize, like add in the new 2025 supplies, and then start work on 2025. The dates and the timing of all that is all going to be very up in the air, depending on, you know, how things go. So that is my December daily box. There's one more box that you are sitting on right now. That is just my hair dye. I do order that online now. I have mentioned this in prior vlogs, but I also always get questions about it. I do dye my hair. It is not natural. I have been dyeing my hair the same color from a box from the drugstore since I was 16 years old. I don't know, it just feels like the right color to me. Not that this lighting is doing my color justice at all. My mom does it most of the time for me, which is super nice and really, really helpful. She does a great job. I obviously had to do it on my own for the number of years I lived in New York. I did try my best to line it up when I would see my mom, but it didn't always work out. I cannot find it in stores anymore, like Walgreens, Ulta, CVS. I've looked. They have the line, the like brand that I use, but not my actual color. So I do order it online. It's a little bit more expensive than it was in store, but still way less expensive than going to salon. Okay, now that I've rambled for 10 minutes, it's time to get back to work. Hello, it is Wednesday. I didn't end up vlogging at all yesterday. I spent most of yesterday at a coffee shop, just like powering through and getting some work done while Lila was at school. And then it was Tuesday evening, and so it was Dancing with the Stars night, where my mom and my sisters typically come over. It's been a long time, actually, since all of us have been available on Tuesday. My sister has had to work a lot. My mom was out of town. And last week, my sister-in-law had something. And so this was the first time in a long time we were all together. By the time this video goes live, man, if you know, you know, Dancing with the Stars. I'm ready for the person who needs to go home to go home. And I can't believe we made it through another week and they're still there. So anyways, I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody, but like at the same time, by the time this video goes up, we are going to be like 1 week from the finale. And so it's like, all right, come on. Anyway, I just have a couple things to fill you in on. Number one, I see the comments about this camera. I know it's not the best. The good news is I am in the process of getting my old camera fixed and it should be ready tomorrow. I am trying this week to only keep the camera steady on a tripod so that you don't have to worry about the shakiness. It does make for a little less of an exciting vlog, but then there's no nausea happening, which obviously I totally get. So fingers crossed that the new camera gets all done tomorrow. I also tried a new coffee today. So Lila and I went to Trader Joe's yesterday on the way home from school. Typically we're trying to go on Mondays. I don't remember why, I just wasn't feeling up for it on Monday, so I didn't take her. But we went yesterday when we were already out and about, and I was tempted by, I'll pop up a picture of it, the maple, I think it's maple pecan, how do you say that word? Let me know in the comments. How do you say that word? And cold brew concentrate. So I was also tempted by one of their like creamers. So I've tried the brown sugar oat creamer and it is good and it's not super sweet. I personally don't like a super sweet coffee on a regular basis. If I want like a sweet treat and I want like a sweet coffee when I'm out as like a special thing, I will get that. But on a regular basis, I don't put sugar in my coffee. I just put half and half. So I decided, they had a gingerbread one that I was really tempted to try, but I decided to let it go. But I did get the maple pecan cold brew concentrate. It is okay. It is not super sweet. So that's good. That like, it's not, I'm not drinking it slowly because it's not super sweet. You can see like all the ice has melted, and that's how you know like I'm not super excited about it because I'm drinking it really slowly. It's not the sweetness. I feel like I am, and I don't know when this started to happen.
I've gotten really sensitive to like artificial sweeteners. And so like I don't like any of the vanilla syrups anymore. Like at any of the major coffee shops, I just think it doesn't taste good to me. It tastes so artificial. I usually lean more towards caramel or like if they have a brown sugar. And so it tastes a little bit artificial to me. Like I can taste the artificial sweetening in it. So I don't love that. There was another coffee that I got from Trader Joe's at one point to try that I didn't like either. I don't remember which one it was. It wasn't the pumpkin. I don't know. It was something else. I didn't like that one either, to the point that I like didn't want to drink it. Like I wouldn't drink it. This I will drink, but I won't buy again. So that's the conclusion there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not great. I wish it was just the plain cold brew, that's for sure. And what I probably will do is like to drink it, I will probably cut it in half and do like half of that and half of the regular just to like get me. I'm not going to throw it out. So there were 3 things I need to talk about: the camera, the coffee. The last thing is a question. I would love your thoughts on something. What day does this vlog go live? Today is November 5th, so it will go live Monday the 17th. Okay. That's still plenty of time. So first off, the question I'm about to ask is about family photos and holiday cards. And I'm not asking, we send New Year's cards. We decided a long time ago that trying to get them done in that time of year is just too much. Plus, yes, we send it to friends and family, but a bulk of our cards go to my husband's clients. And so because he is a financial planner, New Year's, Happy New Year just makes sense for us. So we decided, I don't remember how many years ago, that we are going to send New Year's cards, which gives me a little bit more of a buffer. So last year, I originally wasn't going to get professional family photos taken. I was just going to use, well, first off, 2 years ago, I didn't get professional family photos taken because we did them for Lila's newborn photos. So I just used those, which was plenty. Then last year, I wasn't going to do them. I was just going to use like other generic photos, but I changed my mind and decided to do it. And so we did them the day, either Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving, which was like a great time for us. And they came back in time and whatever. It was perfect. And I loved it. Okay, so this year, I do know that I want to get professional family photos taken at some point, not necessarily specific maternity photos. I did maternity photos with Lila, and that one, like that photo session was about us together, about my bump, there was like, I picked some solo shots from we got to pick, I think 8 photos or something, and I picked some solo shots, and that was important to me because it was my first pregnancy, etc. This session, while there will be bump things incorporated, it's family photos and I happen to be pregnant, right? Like that's the priority. But do I want to wait until my bump is a little bit bigger and not worry about getting them done for the New Year's photos, and really they're just like updated family photos? Because so the other thing that adds a wrinkle to this is we're gonna be out of town for Thanksgiving. So the timing of what we did last year is not gonna work. We are gone until December 1st. So it will have to be sometime in December, which is already a little bit chaotic and a little bit busy. So do I find the time to do them in December so that I can include them on the New Year's card? My bump will be, I do have a bump, don't get me wrong, there's a bump there, but it won't be as big. Or do I wait until January? Don't worry about the New Year's cards. So we have other photos we can put on the New Year's cards, right? We got lots of beautiful photos from Disney. Like we have taken other photos this year that can be included. And so wait until January. The bump will be bigger and not worry about the cards. I really, actually, nothing came to me while I was talking. I really can't decide. I could go either way. So that's my debate right now. I saw my photographer that did Lila's, both the maternity photos, and then I'm also going to book newborn photos. Oh, that might help. Because once we have newborn photos, the like family photos of the 3 of us, they're still important, but not as important. So maybe I do want to get it done for the card, which means we have to find time to do it in December. Okay. Well, that just helped because we are going to do newborn photos when baby boy comes here. My brain doesn't work. Y'all, I'm pregnancy brain. Okay. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for listening to me chat.
Hello. I have good news and it's not bad news. The bad news is that it's Sunday. I haven't vlogged since Wednesday. I'll fill you in on where we've been the last couple of days and what's been going on. The good news is we're back on the old camera. I got it fixed. All good. No more issues. Yay. Which is just really good for Vlogmas. We have 1 more week of a weekly vlog. Look at a calendar and then it's going to be Vlogmas and it's going to be real time, which is just cuckoo. And I can't believe that it's here. So anyways, what have we been up to? Thursday was just like typical day. We had ballet. I did mom stuff. I just really didn't do anything that I felt like I needed to pick up the camera. I'm trying to think what I even did. Oh, during Lila's nap, my mom dyed my hair and then I like rested. Friday, swim, same thing, just like mom life. We just like didn't really do anything. And then Friday afternoon, I got my COVID vaccine. I got my flu shot. I don't remember how long ago at one of my doctor's appointments because my OB had the flu shot in stock and like in office, but they didn't have the COVID vaccine. So I have been kind of putting it off because frankly, I typically have a pretty bad reaction to the COVID vaccine. I have almost every single time I've gotten a booster. And so I knew that was like likely, but it was really important to me to get it for this little peanut in my belly. Mostly, obviously I don't want to get COVID either, but I do have lots of my own shots and probably I've had COVID, lots of good antibodies in my body, but he has none. And so he can't get his own vaccine till 6 months. So I got my COVID booster for him, and it took me out. Yesterday, I pretty much spent the entire day horizontal, which I, again, planned this knowing we had zero plans this weekend. Sam is out running an errand now, but literally Friday night, yesterday and today, zero plans, including no football. There's lots of football on, but none of our own teams. Both the Longhorns and the Cowboys are on bye this week, so we had no football games that were tied to the times. Like, it was kind of crazy that we just had no plans. It was so nice. I was kind of hoping to be able to put the stuff back into the basement, but that project got delayed a little bit. They actually were there maybe Monday this past week, and then that's it, because all that's left really is to paint. And there's like one small tweak they're gonna make to something, and then they're gonna paint. But the painters that are part of like our contractors team got delayed at a different job, like for something else. And so then they can't start on us till next week. Not that I would have been able to move anything yesterday. So I kind of was like playing with it. Like, if we could do the basement, maybe I would push my shot to a different day, but it worked out really well. But we had no plans and I could just like rest. And Sam and Lila just kind of played around me and hung out. And we watched a lot of football and a lot of movies. We watched both Wreck-It Ralphs, which was great. One thing that I did do on that Friday, let me show you. I put up a Christmas tree. So I got a new tree this year. I will show it to you and then I will tell you the story. I haven't dug out an extension cord. So this is like, ideally I want him like over there by the chair, but that's as far as his cord will go. But this is new. This is a new friend for this year. Let me tell you the story. So if you've been around, if you've watched vlogs, Vlogmas, anything around the holidays, of course I sit down in this chair and immediately have a kitty on my lap. Hello. I love a real tree. I love a real tree. I love the smell. My mom always had real trees growing up. So just to me, real trees are just part of Christmas. Now, the irony is my mom can't get real trees anymore because she lives in a high rise. And honestly, I think, so where I'm going with this is we're not going to get a real tree this year. And I think when I told her, she was almost more disappointed than like I was. And because she can't get one in her high rise. And so ever since we moved here, like, I got real trees some years in New York. They were very pricey there. It always just kind of depended on how much traveling I was doing, like what was happening. And so sometimes I would get real ones, but I would always get short, tiny ones. But once we moved here, I was like, we're getting a real tree. Like, we're going to Home Depot. And the last 2 years we've gotten a big 6-7 foot, beautiful real tree. And so this year I did make the decision not to prioritize a real tree for a couple of reasons. One, we are traveling a long time for Thanksgiving. Originally, I wanted to go Saturday to Saturday, like the week of Thanksgiving, but the flights home that Saturday, actually, let me rewind a little bit. I didn't book the flights as early as I wanted to because I was waiting for Sam is part of a show. I think the day this vlog goes live will actually be the day of the show. So, you need a last minute plan in New York or you want to watch the show. If you're watching this vlog literally Monday the 17th, that's the day of Broadway Goes Acapella. But they were potentially doing it the next weekend, like the Sunday or Monday before Thanksgiving. And so I was putting off booking Thanksgiving flights because Sam may have been in New York. And now, then they finally decided it wasn't going to be that weekend, so I was able to book things. So when I did finally go book, flying home the Saturday after Thanksgiving was cuckoo, like crazy from a cost standpoint. Now, at this point, it almost doesn't matter about that anyways. So I feel like I'm all over the place. If we had come home that Saturday, we would have gone and gotten a real tree that Sunday. which was like November 30th, which is the day we've gotten it the last couple of years. Now, we also haven't traveled for Thanksgiving because we have had a small baby or a reason that we stayed home. So we would have gotten it that Sunday. Now, the irony is that even if we did have flights home that Saturday, Sam is now driving a car home. So it wouldn't matter because he is leaving Saturday, but he's driving. And Lila and I don't fly home till Monday, December 1st. So all that to say, we don't get home till December 1st. And so then it's like, okay, that week, like during the week, we could go get it, but it would be dark afterwards, or we could wait till the weekend. But then my mother-in-law's here that weekend. And just like, let's say we don't get our tree until like December 5th, 6th, or 7th. And then by the time you like let it fall and get it lights on it and decorated, like I feel like we're not decorating the tree until like a lot closer to Christmas than I want to be able to enjoy it. And then on the flip side, getting rid of a real tree is a huge pain in the butt, especially living in a city. It's a mess, you know, and I'm already like thinking about this new house and like how we get it out, and it just makes a mess. You got to clean up, and it's just a lot. It's a lot more work than putting away this guy. And that at that point, I will be very pregnant. And there are so many other house projects that I would rather spend my very limited time and energy on than getting rid of a real Christmas tree. That's just how it is. So I was talking to my mom about this, and again, I think she was a little disappointed at first, but then she suggested, well, why don't you get, like, we do have a fake tree that's like 3 feet that I've shown in other vlogs, and I will put either in the basement or upstairs. But she goes, what if you get like a big fake tree, bigger than that 3-footer, this year have it upstairs, and then next year it can be the basement tree. And I love that idea because I love a tree. I want to have a tree like in every room if I could. And next year I probably will, because I'll put a real tree on this floor. I'll put that guy in the basement, and then I'll put the 3-footer upstairs, like in our bedroom, and it'll be lovely and cozy, and I'm excited. So this arrived on Friday before I got my shot, and I did take it out of the box and get it all set up, and I love it. It turned out great. I probably didn't browse or shop around as much as I could have, but I did do a little bit of shopping on Amazon, so I will link the one that we ended up picking. It is on the skinnier side, which was kind of the purpose, because once it's in the basement, I don't want it to be too huge. This year, we may not be able to fit all of our ornaments on it, which is not a big deal. Lila loved it. She was so excited when I plugged it in. Christmas tree. We watched the newer Grinch, like the Universal Studios Grinch, while I put it together, and she was like, Christmas tree in the movie, Christmas tree in my house, and it was just really sweet. So she's really excited about it, and so am I. I'm just ready. I'm ready for it to be the holidays. So actual decorations for the tree are buried in the basement stuff. So I'm hoping next weekend they'll be done with the basement, and I can start to move the stuff in the basement and also get out the tree and like actually decorate it next weekend. Now, Sam is gone next weekend. He is gone for 2 things. One, he has a conference over the actual weekend, like Friday and Saturday. And then he's flying straight from said conference to New York for the Brado Gazak Pella show I was talking about. So he will be gone. Now it doesn't mean that I can't do those things. I just also have Lila with me, but it'll be fine. So that is the update. That is where we have been. This vlog, I feel like, was like 3 very long chatty clips, but we have one more vlog. We have a lot of plans this upcoming week. We are going to a basketball game. We are going to a show, and then Sam's leaving. And it's going to be, we have a lot this week. And he has another event in there too at some point. Oh my gosh. Like, it's just a lot. We have a lot going on this week. And then, I mean, in 2 weeks, we're going to be gone. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. If you made it all the way to the end, comment below. I almost said do camera, but I know we did camera a couple of vlogs ago. So I guess comment with the Christmas tree emoji. I'm so excited, you guys. Let me know down in the comments, actually. Besides the Christmas tree emoji, if you're here listening to me talk at the end, like, you're the best. And a vlog crew. When do you put up your tree? Because honestly, it's making me so happy. And one of the things, well, it's like I wish I could access my Christmas decor, because it's like when I put away Halloween, it's like, well, then I just want to just transition straight into Christmas. And I was ready to be done with Halloween because Halloween was over, right? I just feel like I get the people that wait till Thanksgiving, and that's, you do you. But it's like, I don't need that little gap without decor, right? I'll get that the rest of the year. So, because we don't really decorate for any other holidays around here. So, okay, I'm going to stop rambling and go take advantage. Lila's down for a nap right now, obviously. And so I'm going to go take advantage of her being down and do a little bit of tidying and cleaning since I have my energy back. All right, thank you so much. As always, thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Subscribe. We have one more weekly vlog next week, and then it's going to be time for Vlogmas. Why can't I talk? Oh my God. Let me start over. Um, um, um,
Um,